In we go. In we go. Tuck your knees in. tuck your pants in. Tuck your shirt in your pants. It's time to continue this day 64. As everybody's already made the joke in chat, a Minecraft stack of subathon days here for Farlands or Bust 2024. June 22nd, 2024. 15 minutes and 42 seconds left on the timer is where we're starting the day. And we left off at 67,000. Did I not pin that already? 67,108.85 megabytes. We've got only 15 minutes. That's nary a Minecraft day and a half. Which resumes right now. This could be it, my friends. We could have started before anybody gets a chance to bust out their checkbooks. Make sure you bust out your woofs, because we're about to begin. Woof!
Hey!
Ah!
Get off my sugar! Bad beat! Bad! Ow! Ow! Oh, they're defending themselves somehow!
17 minutes. Cha-ching. Writing a check is Bombins with 83 months in the subtub with the first resub of the day. And that's a tier 1, so that's 2 minutes on the timer. There's Wolfie. I guess I need some wool here. So let's continue west. Thank you, Bombin. Subtub. Quickly now. Quickly now? I don't... No matter how fast I move in the game, does not make the timer go faster. Oh, that's lava. Make time go faster. Get closer to a gravitational center. Or force. Like clicking faster in GeoGuessr to catch up to a car? Yeah. I mean, we did that once and then we ran into a sign on the road, so... that may or may not actually make an effect. Everybody's having a good start of their weekend. The girlfriend, wife, and I. 3 people. No, the girlfriend and I, and one of her friends from school. The girlfriend made a friend. I think she's probably talked about this. 15 minutes at work where she works with an old guy, an old gentleman who owns a Christmas tree farm and has been showing her the ropes. And like the girlfriend has a oh, what's the word, a skill, repertoire is the wrong word, but I think it starts with an R. A knack. Yeah, a knack is also good. Knack. That starts with an R. For befriending old people. I mean, I don't know how else to put that. A penchant, a reputation, a repartee. There's some French word. Armin, what is it? But yes, I mean, she's got all the old dad jokes and stuff. But anyway, well, she's chats it up with this guy while he's out there tending.
Repetitionist.
Repetition, nice. That's it. Repetitionist. But anyway, so he invited us, and honestly, her entire class, to which not that many showed up because school's out for summer, to his farm where he was holding like a local, I don't want to call it a union, a local Christmas tree farmers association, like meeting, club meeting or something like that, but then also to tour the Christmas tree place. So that was interesting. Christmas trees. That's a job you could do. It would be hilarious if they become best friends and then she takes over the business at some point. Shh. Maybe that's the scheme. Maybe that's the plan. No, I don't know. He has family. If he's gonna pass along his farms, it's going to be to his family. Probably. I don't know. But yeah, that was interesting to see little tidbits. Kind of went around and showed what he does to like kind of prune the trees a little bit, to like shape them. A lot of people, I guess, don't understand. Not the problem, but the problem with me is the one and only problem with me is that we never had real trees growing up because my mom and sister with asthma are allergic to the real tree stuff to bring into our home. So we always had a fake tree for Christmas. I don't know. I don't even have any life experience with the process of real Christmas trees or what makes a good real Christmas tree or anything like that. So I'm behind on the curve there.
You're telling me I'm stuck here?
I'm stuck here
With you?
with all of you?
No, I'm stuck here with you. Believe me, a far worse fate.
Mac, thank you for a tier 2 sub. That's 4 minutes on the timer. Tier 2, 92 months in the subtub.
If you're wondering about Christmas trees, you should ask Doug for advice.
I should ask Doug for advice. See, there's a lot of Doug fir, just because that's a native tree, but there's also the one that everybody wants, and the more expensive one is a royal, no, not royal, regal? No. Noble. I knew it was some sort of hierarchy of tree. A noble fir tree. A noble fir. But then there's also like Norwegian fir trees and like some other brand. Some other non-native, like international sort of tree that they also grow sometimes. Dutch? Was it Dutch or Norwegian or something like that? Do the cats eat your trees? Well, that's what I'm saying. We don't, and I've never had a real tree. I don't think we put up a tree last year. No, we did. No, we just got a little small, like 3-foot tabletop tree. And they don't particularly seem interested. At first, they'll like rub up on it and like knock some ornaments off, but after that, they really don't seem interested in it. But yeah, I guess like most people don't quite know that that's not the shape the trees grow in. Because there was like another couple there who own a different tree farm. And I guess they're more like... First of all, the vast majority of these tree farm owners are... Wolfie? Are older dudes. What are you doing over there? What are you hiding from? Well, just have a seat. Right in that mud. But there were a couple younger maybe our age or younger people who inherited or bought land or a farm or whatever. And they were like, oh yeah, all of our clients want a natural tree. Like an untrimmed tree. But then when you see what a natural tree actually looks like if you just let it grow, it's not Christmas tree-like. Well, this was just another waste of time, wasn't it? It's a good thing it was right here on the surface. I don't need any iron. I got 7 blocks of it. Make a shovel? I have a shovel. It's in my hand right now. So yeah. I mean, it was just interesting, I suppose. And it's kind of like, you know, they were talking about, like, some of the different, like, bugs and, like, diseases and things they have to spray for, and birds, rabbits, those sorts of things. I mean, it really wasn't like an educational moment, because, like, everybody there except us were, like, Christmas tree growers. So it was kind of more commiserating and, like, technique sharing between them, and we were just kind of flies on the walls. Yeah, it's interesting to have a business to kind of wrap your mind around the budget situation of a business that only takes in money 1 month out of the year, or a month and a half tops. And then you also have, like, the trees take like 5 to 10 or more years to grow. So, like, you have to choose which trees to sell this year and which ones to keep for next year, and, like, do all that math to then be able to cover the costs. He says if he wants to use his irrigation, he's got agricultural irrigation, which is very expensive. To irrigate his farm would cost $5,000 a month. It sounds stressful, but, like, also not. Because, like, the girlfriend is like, see, this is what you do in our backyard already with, like, the garden and stuff, is I just go around and, like, bloop, flip here, do that, poke around here, mow the lawn, make things clean and tidy, water this. What if you do that for the whole year? And then only have to deal with people for a month out of that. Another spawner! It's day 64 of the subathon FLoB-a-thon. Unofficially, the day of the spawners. Which so far are all crap. They have nothing of value. Yep, just bread, saddles and beans, bread beans, and some iron that I don't even want to bother putting down my crafting table to make another shovel. Spooky spawner noises. How much do they charge for a tree? It's like, I don't know, they said somewhere between, depending on the height, the type of the tree, between like $50 to $100, I think. But they also have like different like pick your own and cut your own tree, or pick your own and he'll cut it for you. That's like an extra $10. And then just a bunch of trees that they just cut and set up in the booth, so you don't got to worry about going to find a tree. You just say that tree that's already cut and ready to go. But they've also got like a little gift shop on their property. And you can make kind of an... I mean, they had little warning signs up there because it's technically an what is it called? Agritourism? Because people come on the farm to pick their trees. Sounds like a lot of work for those kind of margins. I mean, that's the thing. That would be interesting to look into it. And you know, then again, also not something that I'm sure they're 100% willing to just like open their books for you to look at and see how it actually works. 5,000 sub goal by a Christmas tree farm? I mean, the girlfriend did mention is like, hey, why don't we just have a subathon to buy some land? Kickstarter. The farmland. Yeah, and then y'all can come camp on it. We'll have a bunch of elevated hidey holes for you to set up on. Probably decent margins, but then they also do, I think, I'm not sure. It depends. I wonder if they do then also sell their trees to middlemen, like the people on the corner of the streets. You know, that's set up after Thanksgiving and all through December. Like, do they sell to them wholesale prices to get more product out? And there was a bunch of different farmers there that we talked to. Like, some of them have a bunch of acres, and other ones are just like, oh, I'm just working. I just bought this 15 acres or whatever. It all depends on the scale. Like, he has employees and, like, high school kids he has come help and water and stuff. And then every July is when they get, all the trees get shaped by, like, more expensive people that come and, like, shape the trees. I'm looking forward to the 4-hour YouTube video about the failure of FLoB Hotel. Of farmlands or bust. The fact there's an entire business of people to buy trees to put in their houses for a while and then throw them away is kind of weird. I mean, isn't that everything? Flowers. You buy flowers to put in a vase in your house. Throw them away eventually. Food that you end up eating and then just flushing down the toilet. T-minus 5 minutes. In the FLoB-a-thon subathon. It's kind of interesting because it does kind of align with what the girlfriend went to school for, but on like a different scale. Instead of like forestry, which is like
Thanks for letting me sit in.
growing.
5 minutes left. We can't have that.
We can't have that. Growing trees or buying land that already has trees on it, cutting them down to turn into houses and whatever.
Thanks for letting me sit in.
Ain't nothing to it.
Uh-oh.
5 minutes left. We can't have that.
We have it. I thought that was the last year. That's GZK. Ah, the pants survived. Oh, careful. That wasn't even that long of a fall. These golden pants are forever.
Thanks for letting me sit in.
Butter pants for life.
5 minutes left. We can't have that.
Oh dear. Is Wolfie still sitting? Thank you. I would have never found him down there.
Thanks for letting me
A hype
sit in.
train
Nothing to it.
with 5 minutes on the timer.
5 minutes left. We can't have repetitionist.
I think the new Susan voice says that even better than the old Susan voice. Yeah, flower farming
Thanks for
is a
letting me
whole
sit
other
in.
ballgame,
Nothing to it.
which is
5 minutes left. We can have a hype train.
honestly the girlfriend is kind of working with that where she works too. Which is interesting. Yeah, it all seems like a tree. It all seems like a tree pig. It all seems like a great idea. Until you start crunching numbers.
Thanks for letting me sit in.
Ain't nothing to it.
A hype train of repetitionization.
Oh, repetitionization. Big words. Yeah, don't buy bits or subs if you're watching, if you're using the mobile app.
Thanks for letting me sit in.
Ain't nothing to it.
5 minutes of cheers and subs left.
That's all the time we have for the bits and cheers and subs. How long to grow a Christmas tree? 6 to 10 years? Right. So yeah, if you're starting with blank land, then you gotta figure out something for those 6 to 10 years. Which is why a lot of the people who start either inherit a farm or buy an already established farm so that you start off with product ready to move. Which is where the Farlanders come in. Which is where the subathon comes in.
Thanks for letting me sit in.
Ain't nothing to it.
5 minutes left. I just want to join the meme.
The meme! Uh-oh. Well, that's not going to say anything. It's
Thanks for letting me
lowercase.
sit in.
Ain't nothing to it.
5 minutes.
The Mianoots. Yeah, that's true. If we learned anything from Lumberjack Dynasty, it's that you spend the first 6 years. All you need to do is buy a nail gun. No need for nails or wood or anything like that. Fix up all the houses and barns and houses and farms in the neighborhood and of your Uncle Grandpa's old farm. And then magically one day, you end up with $5 billion in your bank account by some random chance. And then you're the mayor. And then they make you the mayor of the town. That is life.
Thanks for letting me sit in.
Ain't nothing to it.
Stop adding time. Oh wait.
I always knew Kurt just wants to grow little trees. I mean, that's the other thing. Then you have a side hustle of bonsai. Those you could sell for like $800 a pop.
Take off your clothes.
7.
Don't be alarmed. I won't hurt you.
You hurt us. You hurt somebody with that, Dravir. You hurt somebody. Oh my god, I didn't even look at the time. 2:22:22. You timed that perfectly, Dravir. You did the calculations. You figured it out. Dravir is going to be our accountant at the Farmlands or Bust. Dravir with 69 gift subs in the sub tub.
I can go several days without rest. if
Memnarch is
necessary.
just like, well, I
You
guess
cannot.
I'll do my bit. Thank you very much, Dravir. You mad person, you. Cone hurts. His ulcer now has ulcers.
This is the stream that never ends.
It
Tilda.
is. We didn't even get down to 5 minutes barely. Dravir.
Plane from another dimension.
Another dimension. Another dimension. Another dimension.
Another dimension.
Another dimension. Another dimension.
Another dimension.
Another dimension. Another dimension.
The fifth dimension.
I need to get the Kirk one in there saying another dimension.
LGWOWO.
OWO.
Thanks for letting me sit in.
Ain't nothing
Oh,
to
that's
it.
still a hype train. That's now, it went from level
Might
1
as well get an emote from this debacle.
to level 10. That's crazy.
Thanks for letting me sit in.
Ain't nothing to it.
Memnarch wants the top gifter. Is it per month or overall? Laughing face. But, the bamboozle. There was supposed to be a bamboozle.
There was supposed to be a bamboozle. I think we got
Thanks for letting me
bamboozled,
sit in.
all right.
Ain't nothing to it.
But Dravir, thank you very much.
Thanks for letting me sit in.
Ain't nothing to it.
Oh, I see. I see what happened there.
2 hours, 35 minutes left. Can't have that.
I see what happened. Dravir conveniently gave 69 gift subs, which put them above Memnarch in the month's totals.
Adam78 gifted a tier 1 sub to Bamboozle. They have given 31 gift subs in the channel.
And then Memnarch
Thanks for
gave
letting me
5 to get
Ain't
that
nothing
lead
to it.
back. And Adam78 there with a gift sub, thank you very much.
That's what she says.
All it takes is for one person to say, nope.
Nope. Racing Pro with some bits, thank you very much. But yeah, Dravir.
Thank you so much for joining
Mac!
us.
Who resubbed? Who just
You were going to
resubbed
assist me
from another dimension?
in a
I can't
most
see it
important
anymore.
ceremony.
Oh god. Ah! Okay, that actually got me. Because I'm
No.
very much not paying attention. Somebody resubbed for 102 months or something. Thank you very much.
Thanks for letting me sit in.
Ain't nothing to it.
It's a level 11 hype train right now. We've got 124 viewers. There was only 13 minutes left on the timer.
OP on a rope also. It was Delta Whiskey who resubbed.
It was Delta Whiskey, that's right. Thank you, Delta Whiskey, for what I think was 102 months. Sub-tub. Revere and Memnarch with the bath bombs. Mech there with a 10 sub bath bomb. 030333 we just missed.
Thanks for letting me sit in.
Ain't nothing to it.
And there goes the last of Cone's sanity.
I mean, to be honest, was there any left to have gone?
Thanks for letting me sit in.
Ain't nothing to it.
3 hours, 3 minutes, 40 seconds left.
Oh, the dumpling.
Can't have that.
The girlfriend's been looking at dumpling repetitiones receipts. She's found like banh mi, which is like a sandwich, not quite a dumpling. And we need to find glutinous rice flour. We don't know where to get that. Which ironically has no gluten in it. But also dumpling. Revere with a 1 sub, gift sub. Well, yeah, we did learn after the fact that Jeeb is Thai for dumpling. So it all made sense eventually that Mr. Jeeb would be a dumpling restaurant. Oh, Lord. I didn't think y'all had it in you. Is that what that is? No. What is it? What's what? It's French bread. Yeah. What's the thing you sent me? Bao. What now? Bao. Humbao? Bao buns.
Thanks for letting me sit in.
Ain't nothing to it.
Well, we
3
might
hours,
be
5
making
minutes
dumplings.
left. Nope, can't have that.
Well, that's the 4,200 thing, and we're 78 away from it. She refuses to eat nothing but dumpling. We're going to an all-dumpling diet. Yeah. And there is now 3 hours on the time. Very exciting.
Farland Farms gluten-free dumplings.
Farland Farms gluten-free dumplings. They named our farm the Farlands. Mm-hmm. Bun bao. And they said to make a soup dumpling. All the dumpling. Oh, we need. That's what we need to put on the throne is a dumpling steamer, a bun steamer, a bamboo steamer, Stanley steamer. They're all in on the farm, although they are as concerned and interested to know what the actual profit margins are. What's that? Out of my mouth and will pop by Mr. Bucket. Tom's Banana Cakes, thank you for the 2 subs. The girlfriend is on the accounting and the business side of things. I'm just on the poking and pruning and mowing grass side of things.
Thanks for letting me sit in.
Ain't nothing to it.
All sorts of schemes. I've collected all the level 10 emotes. I didn't even get an emote for that. You just ate a whole bag of popcorn. That's what I do. I thought you weren't going to do that. Or that was the fruit I told you not to eat all of. What's that? Ah, so you ate popcorn. What do I do? Oh, true, I did do it once. Look, you fell asleep. I mean, Juno helped. Oh, that's not a bed, that's a boat. How's the sit-down bench coming? Didn't even touch the sit-down bench. Ah, she's gonna go to the game. What happened to... Oh, there it is. What's the minimum bits or subs to get an emote during the hype train? I think it's 100 bits or 1 gift sub. Or if you've resub during the hype train time.
Gaim? What's a Gaim?
Gaim? Oh, you're smiling. She's just smiling at me for no particular reason. I think because it was capital, you tried to pronounce it as like a proper noun name, and the next one as a word. So, what do you want to talk about for the next 3 hours? 4 minutes. I thought that Christmas tree tour was going to last me through the end. Woo! Ooh, buddy. Are you growing catnip? No, I bought cat grass. I bought cat grass, like seeds. I haven't planted them yet. Although, planting them and having them outside might have the unintended consequence of attracting, more so than we already do, the neighborhood loose, feral, whatever cats. Why can't I can't get on this block. There we go. No, I mean, it's labeled as high. That was interesting. I think he spawned in the block. And then the fix pushed him out. Squeezed him out like a pimple. I had to start my pepper plants over again. Because I killed them. It was too hot outside, and I left them outside.
Prep your flesh for 3 hours, 3 minutes, and 3 seconds.
Oh, we will. We shouldn't even be here. I do like how a bunch of people left. The heat killed some of my cukes. Well, that's, the problem with me is the cold. It was kind of cold and crappy after I put out my first cukes, and it killed 2 out of the 3 of them. Because the cukes like warmth. But also maybe I put them out too soon. Like they weren't fully hardened off yet. So I'm starting cukes over again. Maybe it was the wetness because it was raining so much. My broccolinis all flowered because it was too warm. I just don't know when can I start them better. We'll start them earlier so they're in the cooler weather. I started them in like March. And I had to cover them because we had a frost. Like, there's no way for me to have started them sooner.
Thanks for for letting me sit in.
Ain't nothing to it.
Well, anyway, have a nice stream. I'll go catch some dreams.
Thank you, Dravir. So put this in your notebooks, everybody. At 4:50 p.m. Kurt time is when Dravir goes to sleep. And when we should have started the stream today. If we wanted it to end. But thank you very much. No, I'm very, that's very over the top. What was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. I planted my zucchinis out. I also planted pumpkin. 2 pumpkins. Only one of my 2 sweet squashes made it. So that one's out there. And I am germinating 1 giant pumpkin seed. That would be fun to try to do, although it's kind of late. But we'll see. And the potatoes. We had some more. We had like some red potatoes that like got old in our cupboard. I put those out in the new raised bed, and I didn't think they were coming up. They recently came up. And I've got a Rubbermaid bin of Yukon Gold potatoes that we put out at the beginning of the year that I'm letting die. The greenery die back so I can pull them out. You bought more bits to celebrate the end, and it never came. Oh, beans. Oh. Hoping that wouldn't happen. Whoa, hello. So now you get clown music. Whoa. Ah! Well, if we do reach 4,200, I gotta come up with some sub goals. I don't have anything after that until 5,000, I don't think. I thought I spread them out better this time, but I feel like there still was a lot weighted. Well, I mean, we also did switch from concurrent to cumulative subs, so the number keeps counting when normally it wouldn't be. And there is a lack of inflation. I don't know. The markets are unstable. think we have to start making good on the sub goals you haven't done yet. Listen, I'll do them when I damn well please, but also I don't want to like do stuff that isn't Farlands or bust while the timer is currently running. Also, I'm hoping you'll just forget about them. And then I don't have to do them at all. How's that floating block of ice from last year doing? It's not migrated. It shouldn't season for the floating blocks of ice yet. I bought the tux. I just need to get it tailored. I got to do all these things, but I also can't take a day off from streaming. Oh, and this guy wants 2 weeks off of streaming. No pleasing any of you. Or there's no pleasing a few of you who speak the most. Do I got boat arm? No, I don't. I didn't have boat arm that time. Because I didn't look at my inventory. I gotta look at my inventory whilst in a boat. To get stuck with the boat armitis. Look at that pink wool. Just now what it's doing is simply taking up inventory space. Right, we were going to use it to mark the F3 point because it was right around the corner. Ow! No!
Butter ponds.
No! Of course it was Wolfie. It couldn't have been anything else. I mean, it could have been fall damage. Yeah, you don't even want to get out of the water now, do you? You dingus. I forgot the sign that I put down at the start of the butter pants, the formatting of it.
Butter ponds.
My butter pants. Butter pants. And at least something ended today. Wolfie broke him. Dang it, Wolfie. We're down to 3 shirts. And now we're up to 5.5 shirts. My poor, poor butter pants. I was not carrying the diamond pants. I left them behind. Because everybody was like, you don't need those anymore. The butter pants are lasting forever. But we left the diamond pants, I don't remember where. I think at a spawner somewhere. Or something. Or, oh, where we got the golden apple. Where we got the other golden apple. So that was really a poor trade. That was probably ill-advised. What was I going to do here? Oh, I'm going to get my workbench back. Right? Yeah. Go back and get them. Oh, dang it. See? We would have had them till the end, if it was the end. But it was not meant to be. I mean, they lasted longer than the butter hoe. That's for sure.
Thanks for letting me sit in.
Ain't nothing to it.
Done by Tuesday, but not before the butter pants are done.
Ding! My butter pants are done. Oh, I meant to make a, that's what I wanted to make, was a bread. To get my heart back. Only we just happened across another spawner that had pre-made bread in it. Pre-baked.
Thanks for letting me sit in.
Ain't nothing to it.
At this rate, we'll make it to day 69.
Seems like it. Ooh. But you don't have any butter for your bread. It's true. It'll be dry-ass toast.
Thanks for letting me sit in.
Ain't nothing to it.
Gluten-free bread with a nice melted pants of butter.
1 pant of butter, please. Yeah. Are you going to do a real life golden apple? Does that mean you're also going to do real life butter pants? Yeah, I don't think I can afford that much gold foil. Gold leaf, whatever it's called. Oh, butter. Just actual butter. Alright, I'm gonna do something ill-advised here, but the only way I can see to get up and over this. We did it. Oh. Oh, Wolfie. Then I would be at soup. I would literally be the soup. Butter soup. Oh, that's I was gonna think about taking days off. I was gonna text back. You know them in chat as Pacific Racer, but they've got a 280Z locally here, 2+2, and he did an engine swap with an engine from another L28 from a 280ZX, I think. But he like did all that, got it all in, but he's having problems keeping it running. I'm like, he helped me with my car, but I'm gonna be like, I know nothing about that sort of thing, but I can be made available tomorrow, Sunday, if you need an extra pair of hands to scratch ahead and say, oh. How often do you die along the way? Well, so far, it's once every 25 years. And it's only been 13 years, so I think we're alright. This would be the coolest hardcore world. You mean then start over if you die? Woo! Oh. Maybe here's my bread. I found a bakery. Spooky bread. We got a lot of iron. And a lot of wheat. Wonder if there's another... I mean, probably not. We've been getting some pretty unremarkable. Oh. Ah, bread! Why do I have a snowball? Num 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 num. 7. Oh, 8. Oh, well, I need 9. I need 9 iron to make a block of iron, don't I? Hello? I mean, I guess while I'm here. I should make a new shirt, I suppose. That shirt's not long for the world. Maybe I should just replace it now. The sticks in my inventory that don't stack. You mean these? You mean these sticks? He got rid of the new shovel. I was gonna replace it just to have a newer shovel. I know what I should replace. Speedrun strats right there. Is that enough string for wool? I suppose. Oh, I should take the wheat. Yeah, too. Yeah. Yeah? Yeah. Yeah, that don't even... That's worth it. Alright, later, dudes. So long, suckers. Those are like, they've now become... I guess what would those be in like a real video game? like an RPG. Like a workshop to stop and refill your armor and stuff. You know, video games. I can unblock my iron. I don't know if I trust that. They have games on video now? You know, like in what everybody else is playing in, like, Elden Ring. Don't you, like, stop by a campfire and, like, refill your mana? Store your souls? Or whatever? Whoa, whoa, come back! Dang it. Whoa. He, like, accidentally did that. When you finish the stream, do you walk away from the PC like a crab? Like Zoidberg? Oh my god, Wolfie. Doesn't everyone? Alright, we're out of beds. Oh, we have plenty of experience planting trees in Minecraft. I wanted to plant it here, and then make the hidey hole here, and then like see if it grows by the time we wake up. Probably not, but a fun little experiment all the same. We did for work, we did take some pine cone seeds, and I have them in the refrigerator, which like starts their dormancy or breaks their dormancy cycle. So I'm gonna try to plant those to see if I can get little saplings to grow. What am I doing? I'm making beds. But that's kind of difficult to do. To the best of my knowledge. Alright. With a mere 2 hours and 35 minutes remaining, let's go to sleep and back up the world. $67,172.96 megabytes. Too bad you're getting it. Continuing with day 64 of the subathon, which will not be the end. I can tell you right now, in case you're curious, if this stream is going to go on for another 2 hours and 20 minutes. I'm afraid I don't have that in me. Taking advantage of my old age. But yeah, we left off right where we left off at 67,172.96 megabytes. Today was a bamboozle. I thought I was like stretching out. I was setting up my parasol outside, my sit-down bench, getting ready for a vacation. No. We gotta be here and make more money. So let's continue with that. If you've got your woofs ready. Woof! Wolfie's ready. The tree did not grow. Science experiment complete. The tree did not grow. Grab that dog. And continue west. Towards the Farlands. Here. In Minecraft Beta 173. I keep looking back, hoping that the tree will go. But no. Not enough. Not enough time. Bloop. Excuse me. Oh, Lord. Let's not go that way, Wolfie. So, what's new with all of you? What's the haps? What's the news? Keys guy just got back from vacation. Did you visit the Florida Keys? Or as they're known here, the Florida Quays? Went to Edinburgh. Then my car died a half-mile from my house. Chapins. That's not Key Sky. I thought that was Key Sky. I was like, well, that's weird. Like when you were leaving or when you were coming back? That's, well, at least it was coming back. At least you didn't, like, leave for a trip and a half-mile down the road your car died. Ooh, do you know how far you've drifted off the Z-axis? I think it's the X-axis. Is it the X-axis? Yeah, the Z-axis is the direction we're moving, right? So we've drifted 8.8 million blocks off the Z-axis. We're getting updates from somebody who has this ancient knowledge. And at the last update, I overcompensated and went about 1,000 blocks too far south. So now I'm kind of subconsciously, but not overly so, trying to drift a little bit to the right. Hit F3 and check. Oh, X-axis is our number? Alright, so I guess it is the Z-axis. Yeah, X is our travel. All right. I never remember, because I never look at F3. Plus Z is west. See, isn't it? Yeah, it's the third number. X is north-south. Okay, so I was right. But you were telling me I was wrong. Z should be up and down. Right, but it's not. Y is altitude. Y is altitude. I mean, apparently, according to Subsponge, one of our beds, like a week or two ago, was right on the 0 marker. One of our hidey holes. Somehow I nailed it. And I've been trying to catch that lightning in a bottle ever since. Yeah, that's what we were saying. When they went to version 1.0, or maybe earlier or later than that, they changed the sky and coordinate system. So, like, what I call west because the sun sets there is actually south or something in the new versions, right? Or north or something. It does hurt my brain. Just remember, it's all made up and none of this actually matters. West is south, torch is water, sit down bench. Every game is every other game. 1080 penis. And etc. And all the other catchphrases. You dingus. Are there nether fortresses? Nope. I think you can, like, as a shortcut, if you have to ask if there's something in this version from the newer versions, the answer is no. Just always, the answer is no. Will the timer end? No. Oh, Wolfie! God dang it! Wolfie sure is a character. Ooh, buddy. Hello, Jello. We do have Jello. We did get on like a Jello making kick, and then we kind of stopped. that was a real ADHD moment 2 or 3 years ago, mid-pandemic. It just takes too long. Like, you make it and you want it to be ready, but you gotta, like, leave it in the fridge for 24 hours or whatever. Oh, I made it. Oh, Wolfie just spawned. May I suggest instant pudding? But pudding isn't Jello. As best as I can, as best as I can remember, pudding isn't Jello, but torch is water. Ooh. Excuse me. Jello brand pudding mix, however. I want to try Dang, that hill looks like almost perfectly circular, spherical from this distance. Dumb. It almost is, ish. Yeah, Jello with fruit in it. What we did is we made Jello with the layers, but one of the layers was like, there's a name for it, but it's like a Jello mixed with Cool Whip. So it's kind of like a lighter, it's a more opaque color, and it's like a smoother texture. Is that a parfait? Is that what that is?
Prepare your flesh for 2 hours, 2 minutes, and 2 seconds. Also, savory jellos.
Savory, well, that's another thing. Something that spurred it off is the girlfriend found like an old 1970s Jello recipe book, and like 80% of the pages were like hot dog Jello and like Jello with celery in it and stuff like that. Super weird. Yeah, the shrimp. There was shrimp Jello. We didn't make any of those. We just made the parfait Jello layer thing. Or like Jello salad, like pieces of like leaves and carrots and stuff in there. Peppers. It's very bizarre. Well, yeah, it doesn't move. The water texture is just there. Very weird. On here, Wolfie. Fine. But yeah, what was I say? I want to make my own, or see how to make my own, like, cake frosting. Because the girlfriend made my birthday cake, which is very good, but we always use just the pre-bought, pre-made frosting tubs. I don't know what's involved in making your own frosting. Then again, at the same time, I don't really need more cakes in my life. Butter pants, powdered sugar, vanilla milk. Yeah, but then at the same time, like, well, if I'm gonna make more cakes, I need to get like actual cake pans, because we just use, we have what are those called? The ones with the sides come off. Springform pans. Yeah, springform pans. And like they work, except they're two different sizes, and they're both pretty big. So you get a pretty flat cake layer, but they also leak. They leak out of the springform separation part of it. Oh, I don't have any dirt. Ambrosia. That might be what it's called. The creamy whippy jello. That sounds more like it was a weird word. I'm like, I knew the word, but I didn't know this is what it described when we were making it. Yeah, I was thinking like little, like they make cake tins, you know, make a layered cake. But then when does it end? Then you're going to want to make square cakes and frosting. And you need a frosting knife and a squeezer. Although the girlfriend did a spectacular job on my birthday cake with just the store-bought frosting in a little Ziploc sandwich bag and like did that piping bag, that's what it's called. Yeah, all we have is like a little plastic cake tray with like 3 little... It's annoying because it has 3 feet, so it like is always imbalanced and tipping to one side, but we don't have a cake, like there's no top for it. Whoa, get Axel just rubbed up upon microphone.
Thanks for letting me sit in.
Ain't nothing to it.
You will bake by Tuesday.
Piping bags and 100 piping tips. 100 piping tips you can use. I don't believe number 17. I'll never guess. So yeah, I mean, that's fun and delicious. And it's something that I could do. But then at that point, oh, I might as well get like a stand mixer and like yada yada yada. And I'm out here still trying to figure out how to grow cucumbers. And take pictures of birds. And now I got a rock pounding pick to get rocks. And what about a rock tumbler? Is that next? Too many hobbies. I don't think sugary treats would be a good idea to be one of them, because having too much of that then impacts my ability to do any of the other ones. Cake tumbling. Oh yeah, the car. I guess I do have also a car I need to reassemble. Hello? A perfectly polished cake after tumbling would be interesting. Well, that's your mirror glaze. Then you gotta start tempering chocolates, and it's a slippery slope. Yeah, I can't. I gotta be careful going from no hobbies to too many hobbies. That is so overwhelming that I do none hobbies. I mean, one of my hobbies has to be selling stuff that I'm not using from old hobbies. Like my old telescope. Bunch of denim that I've collected that no longer fits me anymore. My denim! Not my denim. You're late, Greg Tor. You missed nothing at all. The last 13 minutes, which was where we started the stream, are going just fine, and according to plan. You'll be surprised how good you feel after you get rid of all that, though. I know, I mean, both the girlfriend and I have, like, plans. And part of it becomes you have to make a decision about a lot of stuff to just give away for free or donate. Like, you can't think like, oh, I spent $100 on this. I should try to sell it on eBay for $50 or something. Because then that's just another investment of time that prevents you from doing it in the first place. Ha! I mean, that's how that was a choice. That's how Powers ended up with all of my Dale Earnhardt memorabilia miscellanea during the last subathon. I'm like, is any of this worth anything on eBay? Maybe, but I don't care. Powers already has a whole dang truck. Like, even my old Antec PC case. I don't think I'm ever going to use that again for a PC build, just because PC cases these days are a lot better laid out and, like, form factor. I'm like, let's try to post that on Craigslist and sell it for, like, $30. Does anybody need a PC case around here? So Kurt, how have you managed to keep your skin in 1.7.3? Skin keeper? That did happen. I forgot what episode it was. Weatherman, no, I also have an Antec P183 I'm not using. Yeah, I think I might have to. It wasn't cheap when I bought it, but that was, say, 10 years ago or longer. Maybe 15 years ago, I don't remember. It might be time to just put it on free Craigslist just to get rid of it. What was somebody asking? Oh, my skin. That happened. I forgot what episode that was. It might have been there might be an episode of Farlands or Bust where I'm Steve for a minute. When they turned off the skin servers for the old versions of the game. It's not a Doctor Who skin. It's a completely original, copyright-free time traveler with 3D glasses in a blue suit and brown overcoat and red Chuck Taylors. But I had to edit the jar. I had to replace the Steve skin, like the local Steve skin. It might even be part of the texture pack? I don't think it's part of the texture pack. I think it's a separate file that you have to find. In your instance, I think. I don't remember, honestly. Yeah, the skin is based on what I uniquely chose to wear for the Guinness World Record photo shoot. Because it was my style at the time. I gotta be 100% honest with you. I don't remember. I probably just looked it up on Google. Actually, I can guarantee you that's probably definitely what I did. Followed the instructions that I found, and it worked, and it's stayed ever since. Looks like they didn't get invited to the party. That's a shame. If you made it multiplayer, would everyone look like your skin? Probably. Although I don't think well, maybe I can. But yeah, there really isn't multiplayer. Ooh, I'm going through here. I can see the other side. Spooky noises. Let me out. Help. I don't like it in here. I changed my mind. Hello there, Pacific Racer. How goes it? Oh. The Steve skins were the friends we made along the way. How's the Kurt? I'm alright. We started the day with 13 minutes left on the subathon. And as you can see, that is not the case now. I did mention that you were having problems with your 280Z. What's it called? The thing. The computer. Which shows you how much I know about it. ECU, yeah, that guy. And I was gonna message you on Instagram or whatever. Be like, I could be around tomorrow, Sunday, but I know literally nothing about that aspect of automotive stuff. If you need help, but it's just dumping fuel into the injectors. Cool beans. Yeah, like the injectors are stuck open. I mean, oddly enough, I know a little bit about carburetors from the Corolla and rejetting and doing all that with the Corolla. But computers and fuel injection are a little beyond. Hmm. Weird. Oh, is this like an aftermarket ECU, I assume? Again, knowing nothing. Yeah. We got some people here who know some stuff. Well, yeah, I think he just said your O2 sensor seemed fine. Boats. Oh, hello. How are you, Wolfie? Mwah. Hmm. You found some forums where people had the same issues about 8 years ago. And now there's just a bunch of dead image bucket links. Image bucket? Is that the name of it? Photo bucket. That's the one. Image Shack, that's the other one. Alright, yeah. Ooh, excuse me. Hmm. Hmm. Am I going to stream for the rest of the time on the timer? I don't believe so. We've already been at it for 2.5 hours. Today. Oh. I think I might finish out this segment and call it a 2-segment guy, and then pick it up wherever the timer be at the end. Do you experience other glitches than visual stuff to the block set? We do, and we did, but we fixed a few of them. Yeah, this was back in April when we passed the floating jitter point. Wolfie, when teleporting, would teleport sometimes, and frequently, into a half a block, and then suffocate. A completely different problem than just him falling off of a cliff face. So that we fixed basically by changing that coordinate from using floating points to using double precision, which was already in the code, by the way. It was just commented out. So we basically just had to enable it. And then the other thing was sand and gravel, when falling, would duplicate the sand and gravel blocks and cause a bunch of lag whenever you would have it, even in your field of vision. So we fixed that as well by changing that from floating point to double precision. We could do the same thing for the visual aspect, but we think it's neat and kooky. I don't know what other aspects there may or may not be in the code, but we got help from other members of the Council of Farlanders, whose names I've already forgotten, like a rube. But their names are forever etched now at the floating point boundary. Oh yeah, picture frames are broken. That's part of the visual glitch. Yeah, we had to modify a couple files in the jar. And because of that, I had to switch to using a different launcher, a third-party launcher, as opposed to the Minecraft one. The only thing I can think of that I know about, Nick, about a Datsun running rich, is, which is probably something you've already checked and know about, but this is the breadth of my knowledge, is the cold start fuel injector. I've heard of many people having problems with that thing just staying open and making your car run too rich. But I'm going to assume you already knew about that and checked that or unplugged it or whatever. Yeah, some people just delete it completely. Mine still has it, and I think I do kind of run rich. If I give it some real beans, some black smoke comes out the back. But, yeah. Give it the beans. fuel economy in this economy? The 280Z, well, when it drives, gets better fuel mileage than my pickup truck. So that's good, but that's also bad. Ooh, buddy. Well, if you do need a hand... You getting 15 MPG? I'm getting 18 in the Z. And I get 17 in the truck. Yours is a 2+2, so maybe the weight. Maybe. I mean, I don't give it beans often either, so yeah, so maybe the weight. I mean, yours was a 4-speed also, I suppose. So you'll have to reevaluate when you get this one up and running with the 5-speed. He's built like a steakhouse, but handles like a bistro. Nope. Nope. Need wood? Are you asking? I was asking. I'm okay on wood right now. I just chopped down a tree. Yes, they enjoy watching me suffer. And profit. Careful, Wolfie! Oh, you need some subathones. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I missed it. Yeah, but long story short, that's one of the many... I'm right after this stream I'm coming over, is it? Is that how it goes? Every bolt will be stripped. I have the touch. Yeah, I was saying that's why I don't even want to, like, honestly, when I got the Corolla and then had to replace the carburetor, I thought that was the end of my car hobby exploration, because if that didn't work again, I'd be like, well, that was fun while it lasted. Like, I don't even want, with the Datsun, it runs so okay now, I don't want to even... I got the exhaust manifold. I'm like, I don't want to even mess with that. I'll keep it together. Yeah, do let me know. I can be made available. I mean, I know. I've been at that point before. Don't touch anything. Don't ever buy a car. Don't get into this hobby. It's horrible. Everything's wrong and broken. 'Yeah, Weatherman, I think you're also right. I think it's become more than a subathon to put me in angst. Now I think some people are enjoying putting the viewers and chatters who want it to end, who want to see F3. Now it's about annoying them as well. $5,000 sub goal and the FLoB-a-thon. Oh, okay, so delete play Kerbal Space Program. for 5,000 subs. And instead just call it the end. They must choose. Well, yeah, nobody here is the people who really want Kerbal Space Program back. But then you'll never get to 8,000 subs, which is where I get a Mr. Jeeb tattoo. Ooh. Yeah, there are those of you who just want it to go until we reach the Farlands. That would require an 8-month-long FLoB. But then think about it. After that 8 months, I never have to stream again. That's the incentive. I retire and become a Christmas tree farmer. All right, have a seat, Wolf. There we go. Powers.
This is a momentous day.
Momentous.
You and I have just taken the first step towards ensuring peace between our peoples.
Powers with the raid. Welcome, raiders. We were just talking about Powers. What did I say about Powers? Oh, that's how Powers ended up with my weirdly thorough and complete Dale Earnhardt memorabilia collection. When I decided it was just easier to part with all that stuff instead of finding out if I wanted to keep any of it or it was worth it. Indeed. Well, would you look at that? I know you still have it all. Now, Cone said you would actually use the wallet. the Velcro Dale Earnhardt wallet. And I'm curious if that's the case or not. I will say that we started the day with 13 minutes left on the timer. And now we're ending the day 3 hours later with 13 minutes left on the timer. Oh, I'm sorry. I mean an hour and 13 minutes. Home of the 4-hour hour. Oh, nice. Look at this number. I like this number. This is a good number. 67,247.47 megabytes. Gotta love a good number.